outcomes do matter, results do matter, especially at the highest level or in the highest level of business or just generally in life. Outcomes do matter and results do matter. But here's the important part. But the way you get the best outcomes is by fully embracing the process. That's why number one is show up. Show up is not, I'm going to win. Show up is not, I'm going to get a gold medal. Just showing up is just fucking showing up. Showing up when you're tired. Showing up when you're a little bit like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. Now, there's a difference between like really focusing on your rest and recovery, which is part of the work, and being like really injured where you don't need to show up. You need to go to the doctor, get something figured out. Great. I'm talking about when you feel like you're healthy, you're just like, I don't feel like doing this anymore. You're a little tired or like you didn't get the best night of sleep. We still show up. So of course, outcomes matter, right? If you don't get the result you want or you never, ever, ever win, you're never going to be put in that job or have that role on the team or have that spot on the team or whatever the case may be. Of course, outcomes do matter. Results do matter, especially at the highest level and in really all of life. But the only actual way to get the best outcomes and the best results possible is to fully embrace the process through showing up, through your mental toughness, right? We have 5-time Olympic bobsledder Lee Humphreys told the whole world, the bigger the goal, the smaller the steps. That's her focusing on the process. Nick Saban, former coach of Alabama, one of the greatest college football coaches of all time, says this all the time. Of course, every single time we step out on the field, he says, our goal is to win the game and eventually win the national championship. Obviously, that's the goal. That's pretty well known. But if that's the only thing we focus on, we are constricting ourselves from actually playing our very best. And so that's the whole point of focusing on the process. What is the process? The process is the daily actions, the steps, the routines, the systems, the things that are fully within your control that can't be taken away from you, that eventually lead you to your target, which allows you to win on a consistent basis. That's the process. And so outcomes, yes, they matter. Reason, if you never, ever, 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 ever get the results that you want ever, then you need to look at something. Something is happening inside your process, your routine, or you need a different set of goals or targets or whatever the case may be. But if you know the outcome you want and you know the results you want and you know the target you want, then we reverse engineer that to, okay, what's the process? What's the routine? What are the daily steps and daily actions I can take on a consistent basis? So of course, outcomes matter, results matter, but the best outcomes come by fully embracing the process. Really important to understand. Patreon is the home of our exclusive community where we do bonus episodes, live streams, Q&As, and merch discounts, and so much more. Patreon is the #1 way to support this podcast and to support my mental health nonprofit called You Are Loved.